Hello, this is a message for someone who's dealing with someone else who's acting really out of character. And if this message is for you, you don't know what to make of this because this person is not being forthcoming with what's going on with them. And if this is resonating, the reason they're not being forthcoming, outside of the fact that it's maybe their personality to not like go deep into their feelings and emotions, etc., is also because they don't know exactly what's going on with them. Okay, so because they don't know, they can't tell you, but you see, and it's obvious to maybe everyone who cares about them and is close to them, and it's obvious to them too, that something is really off and out of character. Okay, they're acting out of character. And what I'm getting here is this person is like to the outside eye, one could say, oh, are they depressed? Did something horrible happen? Are they going through some kind of mental collapse? And the answer is yes. They are going through an emotional collapse. This is kind of a ego death that they're going through, and they are collapsing under the weight of their suppressed emotions about something going on very important to them that they have chosen not to discuss with anyone. Okay, so there's something really big happening with this person that they've chosen not to discuss with anyone. I don't know, it could be some kind of diagnosis or some kind of personal issue that they had with someone that they don't want to talk about. It's something personal, but it's something really close to their heart is what I'm getting. So I guess it could be high blood pressure or something. It's something that knocked them off their solid ground. Okay, I hope that's the way you say it. They feel knocked off their stance, like they feel out of sorts, disoriented, and overall a sense of oppression. They feel weighed down by the pressure of the suppressed emotions. There's a lot this person hasn't worked through. This person has been going through things silently on their own, and they haven't managed their emotions properly. They haven't tended to their emotional health properly for a very long time on some really serious matters that they have tried to downplay and completely disregard for years possibly, and it's all sort of hitting them now. Something has happened and it's all sort of hitting them now, and they are so at a loss of how to deal with this because they are not well versed on psychology. They are not very knowledgeable or educated on, healing, psychological healing, emotional management. They're not, they haven't put a lot of work in these areas. They are very underdeveloped, so they are dealing with a really big problem in this area and they have no idea how to tackle it. And the way their body is coping is sort of by shutting down. You're witnessing a person that's lacking interpersonal resources to deal with their issues. They're lacking resources, they're lacking knowledge, they're lacking maturity, they're lacking tools. So they don't know how to face this big mess they're dealing with inside. Okay? So the way they're trying to deal with it is by being extremely, in their eyes, they're trying to be stoic and strong. But that is not the kind of strength that they need to fix these problems. Okay, the strength they need is the strength to face themselves, face the emotions, work on themselves, educate themselves on, emotions and psychology and how we as humans process events and our own behavior, all of that, that's what they need to be strong enough to do. But in their eyes, being strong so far has taken the form of suppression, of withholding, of pushing down, of sweeping under the rug, of looking the other way, of keeping, keep on keeping on. That's their attitude. And again, while that may seem stoic and strong, and in ways it is not the kind of strength needed to deal with this right now. So, how can you help? Well, this person is on a journey to themselves. This person is avoiding themselves. So, whatever you can do to encourage them to meet themselves wherever they are, that's the best thing you can do for them. You might need to give them space. You might need to be a bit the tough love person who pushes them to do the work. You may have to stop accommodating a sort of complaining approach and shutdown approach, and encourage and model instead roll up your sleeves and deal with it approach, okay, to emotions. Maybe do that about your own emotions in front of this person so they can see and experience it even from outside what it's like. Maybe watch movies with them where people are working on their feelings. There's TV shows and everything about therapy, and maybe that's a way you can get this person thinking in this direction. That's what you can do to help. But really, what you need to do also is allow them the space to work on themselves and come to these conclusions on their own. And for that, they might have to go down this path of feeling bad, which is really hard to be there for someone you love while they're going through that. But you might have to just, what they say, hold space for them while they do that and be there, but let them go through their own process. Many times we wish we could help people speed through the suffering part of the process, but many people, unless they go through that suffering, they're never going to take the next step necessary. So you might have to let these things work themselves out, but understanding the process and what's happening is hopefully helpful for you and for them. Hope that helps.